Olá, boa noite. Eu sou o Biribó, hoje com o vídeo 7 de Twin Mirror. Ontem, o Sam confirmou que a reportagem do Nick seria mesmo sobre o tráfico de drogas na cidade. Pressionado, o jovem viciado Richard confessou que o assassino de Nick e Dennis seria Declan, o policial admirado pela população, que inclusive já o ameaçara por contar coisas para o Nick. Sam e Anna vão para o mirante, onde está Declan, para o confronto final. Mas antes, Sam é obrigado ao confronto com ele próprio, tendo que decidir entre seguir com o amigo imaginário ou assumir de vez, integralmente, a própria vida, dentro da realidade. Pena que as opções foram mal apresentadas e acabei entendendo eu que a escolha pelo palácio mental seria a de enclausurar-se no mundo da própria mente, deixando de socializar. Mas era exatamente o contrário, como percebeu inclusive o biribó português, o Rick Fazeres, como dá para ver no vídeo do seu canal de YouTube.
Look, you've been helping me for a long time. Even now. My world may fall apart, you'd still be here. Of course. Though you did handle your panic attacks just fine on your own lately. But we both know I can't be split in two directions. I have to pick a track. Go along with me. Be a part of society. Be happy. Let things go.
É engraçado que o espelho fica cheio de quebras. Já repararam, menino? Mas aqui não está, olhem aqui. Do lado esquerdo, aqui do lado direito está fluido. Só o espelho fica com quebras.
But seeing the world for what it is, being able to make a difference, no matter the consequences. It's time. Two roads, and you can only take one.
Yeah. E o que tu decidires é aquele que vai ser para a vida. Para a vida! Agora, podes escolhê-lo. Escolher Palácio Mental ou escolhê-lo a ele. Pá, tivemos tanto tempo com ele, meu, não é? Eu acho que vamos decidir daqui para a frente. Acho que já chegou um ponto de dizer basta. Este é um amigo imaginário que nos acompanha desde sempre, que nos tem ajudado, claro, que nos tem aconselhado, mas que temos de uma vez por todas dizer chega, basta e seguir o nosso próprio caminho. É isso que eu deduzo, Zé.
The truth is worth more than any of us.
Não sei que raio de quebras são essas. Eu acho que é por causa do espelho. Quando eles aparecem no espelho, será?
Society.
Yeah. É porque aqui está liso. A pessoa que aparece fora do espelho está sempre lisa, só do espelho que está com quebras.
But you have to be you. I'll see you around. No, you won't, Sam. But good luck. The world is an ugly place when you can really see it.
Caraças, meu, caraças. Isto é uma forma de nos explicar a complexidade de memória, da intelectualidade, do ser humano, da mente, do pensamento, da mente sã, que acima de tudo temos que ter uma mente sã, coisa que ele não tinha. Vocês sabem que ele tinha ali... Apesar de eu achar que era a consciência desde o início, não. Era um amigo imaginário desde o início que ele trazia desde criança. Pá, e que chegou ao ponto de dizer, basta, chega. Vamos seguir o nosso caminho, livrar-nos disto. Que não nos deixa ficar puros. Mas já repararam que ele está sozinho no carro?
We don't have time for this.
No cell reception. If anything happens, we're on our own.
Não estamos, estás?
Caraças que esse biribó português sabe das coisas muito mais do que eu. Esse gajo está a saber muito mais do que eu. O que também não é difícil, né? E pena que esse jogo não tem pontos de gravação também que a gente possa voltar e refazer. Ou a gente começa do zero, um novo jogo, ou faz o jogo inteiro e depois volta para um dos capítulos para refazer a sequência e chegar nisso. Então nós vamos prosseguir com o jogo que nós já fizemos, né? Escolhendo ficar com o Bibil. Investigação. Fiz uma escolha. Enquanto isso, no mundo real, ainda tem muita coisa para resolver, mas preciso esclarecer as coisas com a Ana antes de procurarmos o ponto de entrega do Dick. Tudo o que tinha acontecido me fez entender que eu não podia mais postergar isso. Estava na hora de escolher quem eu queria ser. Está na hora de viver a minha vida com todas as suas contradições e sofrimentos. A Ana acha que estou perdendo o controle e ficando obcecado demais. Provavelmente tem razão. Ela confiou em mim. Não posso culpá-la se ficar brava comigo agora. Mas eu tinha outra alternativa? Richard Dick Stanfield. Foi o Dick que invadiu a casa da Ana e me atacou. O pobre coitado provavelmente foi forçado a isso. Ele abre o bico sob pressão. Declan. Declan é quem comanda o tráfico de drogas. Ele matou o Nick e o Dennis. Tudo se encaixa. Ele sabia que o Nick estava investigando a venda de drogas. E o Dennis pode ter descoberto alguma coisa. Será que ele já suspeita de mim? Lynette Branham. Lynette criou esta comunidade. Quão longe ela iria para proteger essas pessoas? Benevolente, atenciosa, mas alguém que é melhor não contrariar. Justin J.R. Reynolds. O J.R. era carvoeiro. Talvez explique por que acabou vindo morar aqui. Ele não vai com a minha cara. Kayla. Hostil e desconfiada, observadora também. Será que é porque ela tem olhos de artista? Ou será que a vida a ensinou a se virar sozinha desde pequena? É para descer no mirante e encerrar o círculo. Terminar a história onde a gente começou.
Declan could be here already. I should be careful.
Mas não tem controle para baixar, nem se esconder, nem tomar outro caminho, nem ir no sapatinho.
Syringes, bottles. Basswood has been having a tough few years. Falling off is the least of my worries right now.
Mas se jogar todo gostosão é proibido. Aliás, é perigoso. Acho que não é nem proibido.
Finally pull yourself out of your daze long enough to join me. I was worried about you.
It's fine. I'm okay now. We have to get this done.
That's true. So I guess this could be all of this madness coming to a close, right? Hopefully in the good way. Maybe we can bring Nick and Dennis some justice. I'm ready to see it end.
Anna, whatever happens, I'm really glad someone's here with me.
Sam, we can get all sappy once this is all over. Now we need those files. I can't find them anywhere.
Mas eu só falei feliz, não falei que queria namorar nem casar de novo. Falar de
Did he
novo.
say where the
que
dead
queria
drop
casar.
was?
He didn't. We'll have to keep looking for it. Did you already go through that side?
I've been looking everywhere. So far, all I've found is a lot of gum under tables. Declan could be here any minute. Let's hurry it up.
dead drop doesn't seem to be here. Too exposed. This would be the classic choice, but no. Nothing.
Ah, eu tenho que descobrir onde é que estão as drogas. No armário de comida.
Rotten food. Probably too gross even for someone like Dickie. Nowhere to hide a USB stick here.
USB pequenininho dá pra esconder nessa garrafa aí, sim. Passa pelo gargalo. Então não é nada aqui, tem alguma coisa que eu não estou vendo. Ah, USB ali.
Found it.
You did? Let me see. With this, we'll be able to put Declan behind bars and clear your name. Come on.
Hold it there, boss.
Whoa.
Declan.
Now, you two just relax. We're here for the same reason. Now, all you have to do is give me what you found in that there lockbox.
You... How could you look everyone in the eye and lie to them? You went to his wake? You drank with his friends.
It was harder than you think.
So what happens once you have the stick?
Still thinking about that.
You plan to kill us like Nick?
Don't start thinking I enjoyed doing it. It just had to be done. It was just the same as with that drunk fool Dennis. All I wanted was to see how much he knew and get him to keep his mouth shut. Turns out he knew more than he should have.
It doesn't have to end the same way this time. There's always another option.
Almost sounds like you wising up some, Higgs. Doesn't look like you're willing to take the same fall from 2 years ago. Fuck that common good shit, right?
You were one of Basswood's best. People counted on you.
Don't even try to give me that. I've given enough to those two-faced hypocrites. Everybody's happy to shake my hand and say how grateful they are. But as soon as you turn around, they'll stab you in the back. Eventually, I realized that's how people are. The only thing left is to adapt. Help keep a lid on things. And if someone's got a profit, might as well be me. Nick and Dennis, that part wasn't supposed to happen. But here we are. And I'm done leaving behind loose ends.
Anna's gonna try something. Declan. Think about what you're doing. Is this what you want? You killed Nick. You killed Dennis. You're running the drug ring in Basswood.
If only you could have left it at that. But you had to poke around again. Now I have 2 witnesses to deal with, thanks to you.
This is bad. Be careful. Every word will count from now on. You have to lower his guard long enough for you and Anna to gain the upper hand. It's gonna be hard, but remember, I'm with you. Every word of the way.
Tell me exactly why I shouldn't kill both of you right here.
Keep your cool. He's not gonna shoot if he thinks he has better options. Otherwise, he already would have. Because it's not what you want. The sooner you understand it, the better.
I've changed my opinion of you, Sammy. You're not that clever.
What he means is, 2 more dead bodies will draw unwanted attention. It'd be easier to let us go. We'll both stay quiet.
Maybe you should let Anna do the talking for you, Higgs. Look, I don't want to do this, but I promise, it ain't personal.
Don't delude yourself. Nothing is more personal than this. And you won't do it.
What makes you think that? Seen into my soul?
He wants things to stay as they were, to cover up the whole story. If he thinks you'll get in his way, he won't hesitate to pull that trigger.
Não tá ajudando nada o Bibiu.
You're not some psycho killer, Declan. You're in over your head. I doubt you ever intended to kill anyone. Dickie's still alive. You could have killed him, and you didn't. You're still a cop. You still care about this town.
Maybe you're right, Sam. Maybe deep down I don't want to hurt anyone. Or maybe I just still had a use for Dickie, and I was just thinking of paying him a visit as soon as I got the goods.
Good luck finding him. He won't show up if he doesn't hear from us again.
I know you're bluffing. You seem to think you could just walk away. Go ahead. Tell me how that happens.
For all his bad boy act, it's clear he wants insurances. To know he's safe. Deep down, he thinks everyone is as crooked as he is. Buy us then. Your drug money for our silence.
Samuel Higgs asking for a bribe. That's very interesting.
It's an insurance policy. If we participate, we become criminals as well. We won't be able to turn on you without ruining our own reputations.
Why should I trust you? You're you. You care about stories, not people. You published that article that sank the whole town, leaving saps like me to clean it up. If I let you go, who's to say it won't be the same thing all over again?
I put my own interests first. And it's in my best interest to not be shot. I could turn on you, risk my life and the lives of everybody I love. Or I could go home and forget about what I know, forget all about Basswood. Honestly, I could really use a reason to forget about this place for good.
You've become a wise man, Sam. I must say, Higgs, you might have found yourself a way out of this. How about you just hand over the evidence, Anna? Nice and easy.
It all comes down to this, Sam. Anna's about to jump him. Keep his attention on you. Trust me on this. I won't let you down.
We'll see about that, Sam. We'll see.
You asshole! Not exactly what I had in mind.
Hello? A woman has been shot. I need an ambulance. Just hurry! Okay, good. Stay with me. You have to stay with me.
I'm fine. Don't worry.
Anna, please.
Esse Bibiu só me faz fazer besteira. Negociador perito, troféu conquistado.
Carrie James at 1043 WVCK, the Basswood Sound. You heard the news today? The local cop who died in that fatal shooting last week is apparently the head of a small opioid ring right here in Basswood. Crazy. It's believed he used his position to bring in drugs from all over the county and that he murdered 2 people in an attempted cover-up. Good news, however, the journalist who was wounded while confronting the rogue cop was released from the hospital today.
Oh, Sam. Nice to see you up and about.
Him again? He really wants to be a part of this community, doesn't he? Wait, scratch that. He really wants to look like he's part of this community. Nice to see you too. I didn't know you and Anna were close.
Oh, we aren't. Not yet, at least. I just wanted to give her my best. What affects the community affects us all, Sam. Lots of well-wishers. Kathy, Walter, Bess. Makes me feel a touch like a ghoul.
Well, sometimes it's what it takes to be part of the community. I know how it feels to be outside looking in.
Very astute. Putting down roots is a rather active process.
How's Kathy? She doing okay? She's been going through some hard times lately.
I've noticed. I'm thinking of giving her some paid time off. That way she can focus on her daughter.
That's very generous of you.
I'm just trying to do my part. Besides, the pharmacy just wouldn't be what it is without Kathy. I feel so selfish keeping you away from everyone. I'm sure Anna is waiting for you. You have a good day. No. You have a good life, young man.
I'll try. Looks like I'm not the only one who's come to visit Anna. I'm so glad she's finally out of the hospital.
Sam, hold your horses. Anna's busy with the sheriff. You should probably give him a moment or two.
Sure, Joe. How you been?
How have I been? Son, I appreciate you being here for Anna, but you don't change what happened. My girl's hurt, real bad. Why didn't you promise? Did you know you couldn't protect her? Now she's hurt in a lot of ways and trying to hide them all.
Joe's the one that's hurt. He's looking for someone to blame. It'll be you if you don't find a way to help him reconcile his feelings. Declan murdered people I cared about. He tried to hurt Anna. He got what was coming to him.
That he did. I'm glad you were there.
I'm glad Anna was there. She saved my life. I owe her. This town owes her.
Don't surprise me. I had some dark dog days. Back when I lost my legs, she's the only reason I'm still here.
Same with me.
She looks out for the people in her life. Sometimes too much. But hey, when you treat the whole town like family, it kind of becomes family. Nah, I know you ain't here to listen to an old man blather. You take care of yourself, Sam. All you got is you.
I'll do my best.
Where are they? Where are Dad's notebooks? The yellow legal pad ones?
You can get them later. You need to say hello to the guests who just arrived.
The yellow ones were Dad's favorites. I wanted to start using them. They've got to be here somewhere. Just give me a minute.
Don't make me say it again.
Fine. I guess it doesn't really matter. Careful, Muley. She's in one of her moods.
I'm sorry you had to see that. It was hard before, but now she's completely shut me out.
She's still trying to make sense of all that's happened. She's been through a lot. Maybe Basswood just isn't the right place for her anymore.
You don't understand. It's not that easy to leave.
Kathy, I'm not here to judge. I just want to help.
I know. Sorry. I've just been dealing with so much lately. You've always managed to get Joan to talk to you. Any advice?
Now, Sam, we need to be really careful about this. Kathy's already on edge. Joan noticed her mom is overdoing the painkillers, but we can't just kick the door down and confront her directly. Kathy, Joan is distant because she feels you haven't been yourself lately. She told me at times it's like you don't see her.
It's nothing against her. I've just been working myself ragged, and I hurt my back, and...
She said it wasn't just that. She's noticed the pills.
It's the only way I can deal with my back, and it helps with other things.
Look, I can't imagine how hard it is to raise a child by yourself. But I don't want to see Joan grow apart from the last parent she has.
Oh, God. I didn't realize it got that bad. You're right. I need to get help. Sam, could I count on you to help look after Joan every now and then? She needs the people she loves close to her right now.
I'd love to. I get along better with her than most adults.
I thought I could do this alone.
I'm here to help in any way I can.
Thank you. And if you ever need something, know your family. I should really say hi to the other guests. Take care.
Para os outros convidados? Conversando com o amigo invisível dela.
Hey, Bug.
Hey, Muley.
This one is all you. I never could get a read on her. How are you holding up?
Fine, I guess. Well, at least that's what most people want me to say when they ask.
Come on, Bug. I want to know how you feel. How you really feel.
I guess... better today than yesterday? Maybe. I still miss Dad. But finding out what happened to him, I don't know, makes me feel a bit better.
It'll keep feeling better with time. Even if it's hard, you have to keep one thing in mind. You're not alone. And your mom will always be there for you, no matter what.
What about you? Are you staying this time?
I'm not sure yet.
Oh.
But I promised your mom I'd help keep you out of her hair.
You did?
Só porque você dá trabalho.
With you, I figured she needs all the help she can get.
Hey, I'm not 11 anymore. So we'll get to hang out again? Like in maybe board games at the coffee shop? Just like old times?
Anytime you want.
You're the best, Muley.
I'm all right. Listen, I need to find Anna now. I'll see you around, okay?
The sooner the better.
Mas o Walter também tá lá, não? Pra conversar com o Walter. Já se aposentou?
Walter.
Samuel, my boy. As I live and breathe. I kept meaning to call, but phones are so... impersonal. How are you holding up?
I'm just happy Anna's coming home. Things could have been much worse.
It always can be. It always can be. You went through something terrible, but I'm glad you came out the other end. I've had a brush myself with the Maker here and there, and I would never call them fun. Not fun at all. Life-affirming, though, definitely. Even for those close to you. It leaves a mark. Now, 2 members of my family of heart are gone. 1 is wounded. That day, you said you need to ride until you can't anymore. Well, This is as far as I go. The Basswood Jungle has printed its last pages.
O Graçola vai se aposentar mesmo. Se aposentou.
Come on, Walter. What would Basswood be without the jungle? My first week in the bullpen, you said to me, "The pen is not a sword, but a shield." You take this town's shield away?
Using my own words against me. Believe me, I wish there were another way. But I lost my flame, and there's no one to pick up the torch. Except...
Uh-oh.
He's gonna offer you to be editor-in-chief. He never liked you leaving in the first place, though he is missing the obvious. Anna. She's connected to this place in a way that you aren't. She'd be the right choice. If you're not interested in the position yourself, that is.
You. I see no one more up to the task. You've proven time and time again you're the quintessence of a journalist. I should have told you a long time ago.
Ana seria uma escolha melhor.
Thank you, but no. This town and I have too much history.
Quite right, quite right. It was a silly idea.
What about Anna? I can't think of anyone who cares more about Basswood.
Anna? She's always been a bit of a freelancer. I hadn't considered it. Though now I feel like a real tomfool. Do you think she'd take it?
We won't know until you ask her.
Wonderful. But Samuel, make sure this isn't goodbye. And next time I send you a text...
I'll answer it, Walter. I promise.
If I can give you a small piece of advice, a good life is one where you keep your friends close to your heart.
Ele já se enrolou tanto nessa cidade. Mas o Bibiu disse que a Ana seria melhor e eu tô obedecendo o Bibiu. Já que eu escolhi que ele ia comandar a minha vida.
And you make sure to push yourself. Get some fresh air. Don't let these doctors keep you cooped up for too long now. Oh, Sam, you're finally here. I was looking for you. Now, I know you've been through hell and back. I know that. If there's anything the Basswood Police Department can do for you, or even just little old me, you give me a holler, all right? For now, well, I got some good news for you for once. We found Declan's fingerprints on Dennis's gun. And since your testimony and Anna's corroborate Dickie's statement, no charges are going to be filed against you or Anna. It's clear self-defense. Still hard to believe a man I trusted was running a drug ring. Here.
She's worried about her re-election chances as sheriff. She's playing cleanup for the whole police force right now. Before you answer, just remember, it's always nice to have a police chief as a friend.
Tem muito o que responder, senhora. Senhorítica.
You and the Basswood police have a lot to answer for. A lot.
We do. Declan pulled the wool over all of our eyes. All I can say is we're all just people. Ain't no such thing as the Basswood police. Just people entrusted with power. And Declan, as terrible as it seems he was not always a bad person. My sin is failing to see the man he became, rather than the one he once was.
Don't make it sound like a small oversight. He was part of a drug ring.
You're entitled to your opinion. Everyone is. Know I do my best. Well, I'd love to stay, but I'm afraid duty calls. Look after yourself, Sam.
É bom ter uma delegada como amiga, mas ele vai ficar aí mentindo e dizendo: você é sensacional e não tem culpa de nada, a polícia não tem culpa de nada. E se o Declan não é o comandante do tráfico? É um subordinado de alguém maior.
So, I wasn't sure you'd show up at all.
Yeah, I meant to get here before you, but I had to stop by the cemetery on the way. I finally paid Nick a visit.
Still doesn't feel like he's gone, right? I was still thinking he'd come greet me when I opened the door, you know?
You feeling okay?
Is it crazy to say it feels like the longest day of my life is finally over?
Eu sinto mesmo ou é meio louco, sim? É pra eu dizer eu sinto mesmo.
I honestly know exactly what you mean. I've had other days like that, or I thought were like that. Makes me worry I have some even worse days lurking ahead.
Hey, I'm the one that got shot. You don't get to be the depressing one.
Sorry.
What about you? How are you compacting everything?
Oh, you know, screaming inside my head so loudly I can't really think.
Oh, me too. Or not thinking anything for a really long time.
Yeah, lots of that too. Lots of looking at nothing really hard for a long time.
At least it's over. Whatever was on Nick's laptop is gone forever. But so are the bad guys. The scales are balanced.
Nick was a good journalist. There might have been some things on there.
Okay, like...
Want to tell me what you're doing here? Talk about the little details that don't add up and don't really matter? You better not be taking my happy ending away from us. It's just that... Okay, so I talked to Walter. How would you like to be the next editor-in-chief of the Basswood Jungle?
What? Are you kidding?
I'm not. He's about to retire. I promised I'd talk you into it if you tried to turn it down.
I don't even know if I'd want it.
É o que você sonhava? Ela sonhava isso? Em algum momento acho que ela falou, né, que o sonho sempre foi ser jornalista, mas só conseguiu ser freelancer. Se não quiser eu quero é dizer pra ela não querer. Direi ao Walter que recusou.
I'll go get Walter, tell him you're not interested.
Don't you dare. I need to think about it. No, I don't. I do want the position. A lot. Okay, if I'm doing this, I might need help. What about you? Are you leaving town again?
Posso ficar de freelancer aqui.
I'm still thinking about it, keeping my options open.
Well, think about it, Sam Higgs. You'd be welcome. Anytime. I am gonna need business cards.
No one uses business cards anymore.
It's the 21st century, Higgs. What's old is new again. And think about what Walter would want.
Well, business cards it is then.
E ele vai ficar de freelancer na mesinha do café. Lar Doce Lar, troféu conquistado, ele fica em Basswood.
It all comes down to this, Sam. Anna's about to jump him. Keep his attention on you. Anna, now!
No, you don't!
Anna!
Asshole.
Hello? A woman has been shot. I need an ambulance. Just Hurry! Anna? Can you hear me? I need you to stay with me. I need you to...
Existem pontos de gravação, de salvamento.
This is one funeral I can't avoid.
Sam, you got a moment? I hope you know you've got my honest sympathies. If there's anything the Basswood Police Department can do for you, or even just little old me, you give me a holler, all right? For now, I wanted to tell you, we found Declan's fingerprints on Dennis's gun. Dickie's statement also corroborates your testimony. No charges are going to be filed against you. It's clear self-defense. Still hard to believe a man I trusted was running a drug ring. Here.
She's worried about her re-election chances as sheriff. She's playing cleanup for the whole police force right now. Before you answer, just remember, it's always nice to have a police chief as a friend. It wasn't your fault. No one saw it coming.
I still would have trusted him with my life. He was serious, dedicated. Looking back, maybe obsessed.
It's a rot that grows deep under the floorboards. I didn't see it either.
What happened isn't on you.
Thanks, officer.
Bess, hon. I've known you too long for you to call me anything else. Anyway, I guess I've kept you long enough. I'll let you go now. Look after yourself, Sam.
Just remember, this funeral isn't about you, or even Anna. It's about everyone. Us mourners sharing catharsis. I could use some of that today. Listen, empathize, express yourself. Let them see she mattered to you. Don't be afraid, and you'll be fine.
Sei que era alguém fazendo xixi aqui no gramado. É alguém olhando uma lápide. Quem é Francisco?
Hey, Ethan.
Sam, I'm not sure what to say. I know you and Anna were close. I'm sorry about what happened.
I appreciate that. Hey, I never apologized for trashing the bar that night. I'm sorry.
Forget it. It's not the first brawl I've had in my bar. It won't be the last. So, you, holding up all right?
Honestly, about as well as you can imagine.
Yeah, I kind of figured as much. Listen, next time you're at the Haven, let me buy you a beer, all right?
I'll probably take you up on that. You're angry. You have every right to be.
I should press charges. You could have killed people.
If you have something to say, say it.
You put your own desires above the safety of those around you. You lost sight of everything but your goal. I will not go to the police. We don't do that. But do not set foot on my land ever again.
Hey, Muley.
Bug.
I'm sorry about Anna. I can't believe so many people... I'm sorry about her.
Yeah, I'm sorry too.
I wish I hadn't given Anna such a hard time before. She didn't want to be a stepmother, and well, I didn't want to be a stepdaughter. Now, I don't know. I'll never know if it could have been okay. I'm glad you found out what happened to my dad.
You were right on the money. I'll give you that.
And I'm glad the guy who did it didn't get away with it. It just... If I hadn't said anything, this wouldn't have happened to Anna. But I was so mad about my dad. So mad that I couldn't even cry. Well, I couldn't until now. Until I finally knew what happened. And that makes me feel selfish. Like all of this happened because of me.
Come here.
So, it's not my fault?
Of course not. You didn't make Declan do those bad things.
But...
But nothing. It's not your fault.
Sam. Of course, she just walks off. I don't know how to reach that girl. It was hard before, but now... she's completely shut me out.
She's still trying to make sense of all that's happened. She's been through a lot. Maybe Basswood just isn't the right place for her anymore.
You don't understand. It's not that easy to leave.
Kathy, I'm not here to judge. I just want to help.
I know. Sorry. I've just been dealing with so much lately. You've always managed to get Joan to talk to you. Any advice?
Now, Sam, we need to be really careful about this. Kathy's already on edge. Joan noticed her mom is overdoing the painkillers, but we can't just kick the door down and confront her directly. You can't keep blaming her for everything. You also have to work on your own issues.
What? Who are you to say that to me? You don't know the first thing about me.
I know Joan feels you don't listen to her. She told me last week she was about to leave for her aunt's. She even told me about your pills, Kathy.
She did. And you didn't think to come warn me? This shows how much you really care about her. Anyway, I was going to take some time off work, get myself together. After everything that's happened, I figured it's time I got a hold of things. I didn't need you to tell me that. Take care of yourself, Sam.
Diário oficial da cidade.
Sam, we really have to stop meeting like this. Did you change your hair? You seem different.
Não era pra falar nada com ela. E muito menos com o outro ali.
It should have been me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I should have stopped her.
He's got a lot of rage in him, a lot of self-loathing. Maybe try and derail that.
I knew she was in danger. Poker Face has always been crap. But I trusted her. I trusted you. I couldn't imagine my little girl like this. I should have stopped you both. I should have killed that son of a bitch myself. I should have locked her up in her room. I should have. My little girl. My little girl, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Sam, you're the only one who might know the pain I'm going through.
He needs to know the people who hurt his daughter have been punished. He needs to hear from you that all of this is over. Anna did what she thought was right.
And she made a difference. That's what she always talked about. Even as a kid.
She was... words. You spend your whole life devoted to them. Yet they fail you when you need them most. I miss her. And I don't think I have anything else.
You should say something. Let people know you're grieving with them. You don't have to suffer alone. They're here for you, and you're here for them. It's a lot of weight to speak about someone who's gone. How do you start? Anna and I used to fight. A lot. She wouldn't back down for anything, and she didn't back down that day. I wouldn't be here if she had. I owe her everything. She only left Basswood for college. After that, she never wanted to leave again. Basswood was her life. The happiest I ever saw her was the day she bought a house here. She wanted to make this town a better place for her, for everyone. Make Basswood a place that you don't run from, but run to. We honor Anna every time we stand up for what needs to be stood up for. It doesn't have to be big like some universal injustice. Maybe it's just telling the people close to you how you really feel about them. Or when you offer a helping hand to someone that everyone else has written off. That's how we honor her. Goodbye, Anna. You'll be missed.
Strong words. Strong words.
She'd have loved that.
Well said.
finais que a gente fez são fracos. E não sei se os outros seriam melhores. Teve alguma crítica que eu li, alguém falando dos finais possíveis. Depois que eu fui olhar o que a gente não ia poder fazer, que era escolhendo o palácio mental, é que tem um dos finais que os dois criminosos são punidos. O Declan, que morre, e o farmacêutico, que é o chefe do tráfico. Nós não chegamos a nada quanto ao farmacêutico. E não penso que se a gente tivesse escolhido Palácio Mental, nesse tempinho depois da morte do Declan, teria uma investigação para descobrir que foi ele o chefe de tudo. Então, realmente, apesar de algumas qualidades do jogo, é muito, muito, muito fraco no enredo, na comparação com os Life is Strange, que são sensacionais. Dizem que esse é mais adulto e que os outros são mais adolescentes. Eu acho que os outros investigam a alma humana muito mais a fundo do que este. Mesmo com dramas adolescentes, você discute as questões universais ali. Tanto nos das meninas, o da Tempestade, o original, quanto no 2, que é dos meninos. Muito, muito superiores a esse. E o True Colors também está sendo muito elogiado. Deve ser da mesma pegada e da mesma qualidade. Esse foi bem clichê. Embora não tenha sido ruim jogar, não tenha nada tão horrível assim, né? Mas de enredo, e sendo da empresa que é, com os criadores que tem, eu esperava bem mais. Então é isso. Terminamos este jogo. Eu agradeço o acompanhamento de mais uma live, uma gameplay de um jogo completo. E como esse é o último programa do ano, eu já vou dar um descanso para vocês, deixarem de lado ouvir o velhinho louco para ouvir o bom velhinho. Então, por este ano, vamos ficando por aqui. Weasel Biribó, agradecendo a presença, o apoio, as dicas, a torcida por todo este ano, desejando um Feliz Natal, ótimo 2022, que o Brasil consiga melhorar, que a nossa estrela volte a brilhar. Em janeiro nós voltamos, mas por enquanto eu fui.